Hey everyone, it's Aaron again. In this video, I will be explaining our beloved module of recursion in Java. By definition, recursion is a technique of making a function call itself. This technique provides a way to break complicated problems down into simple solutions which are easier to solve. To begin this explanation, I'm going to start with a very simple piece of code which will help us explain the concept. It will be easier to apply this concept to solving problems once we understand the general application of recursion first. So here we have a recursive method called count backwards, which does exactly that. It's essentially just an if-else statement. We have if a number is 0, it will print this line of code. This 0 is called the base case. It is the halting condition which causes the method to stop calling itself. So if the number is 0, our counting is complete. Else, if the number is not 0, we will print out the current number, decrease our number by 1, and then execute the count backwards method again. It will loop through this method until the base case 0 is reached. To use this recursive method, we just need to put it into our main method here. Inside the parentheses, we are telling the program what number we want to start with. So, since this is 15, let's press play and see what it says. So here we can see it starts at 15, counts down to 0, and then says base case reached, counting complete. So as a complete overview of what is happening, in is called, which is 15 here. It goes into this method. 15 is not 0, so the else statement is executed. It prints 15, subtracts 1, and then calls count backwards again. 14 goes into this method. It's not 0. It prints out 14, and then it starts count backwards again. This is repeated until 1 is decreased to 0. Once 0 is introduced to the method, it is caught by this if statement, and then it will print base case reached, counting complete. Now that we know the fundamentals, let's move on to a more complicated problem I have on level 2 here. In this class, we have another method, and this one calculates factorials. Factorials, as I'm sure you're aware, look like this, and they are calculated like this. This method can calculate factorials by calling itself. First, we see here our halting method, halting condition. If the number 1 is given, it's just going to print out 1. But here, this here is taking whatever n is, in this case 5, testing it against the if statement, then going down to else, multiplying on the next number less, 4, and then that 4 comes down and does it, and then 3, and so on. And it creates this stack of method calls, as you can see here. Once the halting condition is reached, it stops, and then it calculates the stack in reverse order. So here I've written it out. The 1 is multiplied by 2, the 2 is multiplied by 3, the 6 is multiplied by 4, and then the 24 is multiplied by 5, and then it spits out 120. I hope that made sense, and I explained recursion well. Again, if there's any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you.